Hey y'all, it's Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and I'm just here for the good news, honey. And we are back with another video. This video is going to be just a little transit talk. I wanted to kind of touch on some of the things that are coming up before the spring equinox, because spring equinox is this weekend, and this is going to be the start, the newness of a new astrological year. So it's the very beginning. So technically you can say this is the beginning of 2020. We still have been in 2019. Technically you can say that an astrological year. So with that being said, on the spring equinox, we have the planet Saturn moving into the sign of Aquarius. Now, this is going to be the brink of the edge of us going into the age of Aquarius, right? And what this can do is, what it can bring us in the future, just a lot of changes. Saturn rules structures, politics, government, all types of structures. It's the hardworking sign. It's the sign, the hardworking planet. It's the ruling sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is the goat, the hard worker. Climb the mountain. And with this planet being in the sign of Aquarius, Aquarius is all about inclusion. It's about what I have as an individual and how it helps for the whole of being of all of us, right? For the collective. And so with this planet moving into the sign, the planet of hard work moving into the sign of interdependence and working with others, this is kind of putting us in the place of finding our own autonomy, because Aquarius is the ruling a ruler of autonomy. It's not placing who you are or your value on what you have, what you obtain, who you're affiliated with, so on and so forth. So another thing, I will go into this in another video because it's really a lot to dig in with Saturn transiting into Aquarius, because there are a few things that's going to be happening with that, and I will talk about that in another video. But in this video, I want to talk about the energy that is leading up to this happening and kind of what that is doing for us now globally, and what we're facing right now. So on the 21st, right before the Saturn transit into Aquarius, we have Mars, we have Pluto, and we have Jupiter making a conjunction in the sign of Capricorn. And that is very supportive energy in regards to cutting loose of things that no longer serve us. Also being very supportive of the work that we need to do in order to obtain our truest desires. And I say that because we also have Uranus and Taurus making a sextile to the North Node in Cancer. The North Node in Cancer will be making a trine to Mercury and the Moon. Is it Mercury and the Moon? Yeah, Mercury and the Moon in Pisces. So that also is making a sextile to the Uranus and Taurus energy, and I can show y'all a snippet of that. But we will be feeling all of these things. So first let's talk about Mercury and the Moon in Pisces making a conjunction. So talking about that, with the aspects that it's making to Uranus and Taurus is creating these unexpected situations in our life that truly test us to find deep on a soul level what it is that we value, right? And this is happening all while we have Chiron, the asteroid of our wounds and healing. Chiron is in the sign of Aries and is making a square to the North Node at the same time. So with all of that, Chiron and Aries is not about the wounds that that are external. Because Chiron in Aries is about your identity, the wounds that you have in regards to your identity. And I don't mean necessarily your physical identity, your physical insecurities. Yes, that too, but it's a lot deeper. It's below the surface of that. So Chiron in Aries, it's about your identity wounds in regards to how you see yourself, how you show up in the world, how you are projecting who you are outwardly, and how others are receiving that. Although we are not responsible for how other people receive us, but in the same sense, it's about you becoming aware of what you're projecting and how it's being received. All right, fair enough. So with Chiron and Aries making a square to the North Node, it's actually allowing us to heal these wounds in regards to our identity, how we see ourselves, how we are projecting our truest selves. Are we truly in a place of accepting who we are? Are we truly in a place of knowing who we are? And that's where Uranus and Taurus comes in. Uranus and Taurus is coming in to shake things up in our life so we can find what it is that we truly value on a soul level. And in order to do any of that, in order to understand what you value, you must know who you are. And in order to know who you are, you must understand on a soul level what your values are. So all of this goes hand in hand. All of this energy is coming in. It's been here and it's kind of progressing. It's like a build up to the Saturn moving into Aquarius energy, because you have to understand that once Saturn moves into Aquarius, that now it's no longer about you. It's about, yes, you. What do you have that can help us all? It's about the unity. It's about the humanitarian efforts. How are we going to show up in the group? How can I come and contribute? How can I come and help? So a lot will be changing in regards to policies. A lot will be changing in regards to the procedures, the economics, how we relate to one another, our groups, our social network groups. Also, not only that, Aquarius rules our long-term goals. Aquarius rules our hopes and wishes. It rules our long-term wealth, our dreams down the line. It's about the longevity. What is it that you're trying to obtain, not for now, but for a long period of time? Generational wealth. That's what that's all about. So, and not just generational wealth in the terms of monetary, but generational wealth on so many levels. What is it that you want to heal within yourself that can carry on through generations to come? What changes are you trying to make in your family that can happen for generations to come and that can show up for generations to come? So that is what all of this energy is about. It's about working on ourselves, finding out who we are, understanding what our values are. Also with the Chiron in Aries, it's about understanding your wounds on how you truly see yourself. Are you truly seeing who you are? Do you see yourself? Do you see how you are showing up in the world, not only to others, but also to yourself? What are your thoughts about yourself? Are you truly valuing who you are? What is it that you bring to this place that we're in, this world? What is it that you're bringing to help us all? So we are going to be moving from a more I don't want to say self, but yes, it's self focused space that we have been in, and we are going to be more so working towards what can I myself do to help others, what I myself can do to what can I contribute, and it can benefit not only me but to all. That's the space that we are moving in. That is the age of Aquarius, as well as information technology and so many other things that comes along with that. But it's about the longevity. What direction are we heading in? Where are we truly trying to go? What are we truly trying to manifest in our lives at this point and moving forward? So the Mars conjunct Pluto and Jupiter energy is here to support us through making these decisions, because Mars and Capricorn, Mars is the planet that removes things as well as it takes the initiative to start something new. And with Mars and Capricorn, there are going to be things that are going to just effortlessly be removed from your life that no longer works. I also see healing happen. I see healing of the body, healing of the mind, healing of the spirit coming, because we have the North Node in Cancer. It's about the nurturing of the self, right? The feminine energy coming in to nurture the self. And being in a square to Chiron in Aries, that's exactly what this is. Chiron in Aries squaring the North Node is going to allow us to have that nurturing of ourselves in order to heal those identity wounds that we have had. The not being worthy, the not feeling worthy, the not feeling valued, or not completely valuing ourselves, not giving to ourselves what we truly feel that we deserve, or even not showing up, or even being the complete opposite, being where you give yourself everything and you have nothing to offer anyone else. It's just always been a very self-focused thing. So now it's helping us shift and find that balance, right? It's that Capricorn South Node, Cancer North Node energy, finding the balance between the work and the nurturing of the self. And this is all coming to a culmination point on the spring equinox, right before Saturn moves into Aquarius. So I really don't have much more to say in regards to that. This is just kind of like an insight, like a heads up of what's to come for the remainder of this energy. And look out for the video and the blog in regards to Saturn moving into Aquarius, as well as we have some other energies coming up. And that is all that I have for you all today. I hope this has been helpful. Please leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe, all of those beautiful things. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye.